Padding is more. You can reduce that to 20 px or 30 px. Keep padding 30 px. The height will be reduced now. Next, we have ID called 2 and 3 and 4. Has 2, height 200 pixel, background pink, margin 1%, float left. Width 23%. This will come after first line, 200 height, 23% width. What will appear? Hope 2 is also coming. Now write for 3 also similar. 2 you can copy paste. Change as a 3. Background different color, orange color. Three also coming like that. Do for the 4 and 5 also. Same CSS to copy, paste it down, change the ID. 4. Background color will be green color. For 5th also we'll do the same thing. Background color will be Save now. Sequence. Total 5 blocks. Okay, for outer division also the main division. Here also give margin 1%. 1%. For first division also give ID 1%. So it will give equal gap. Right? Equal gap. So now hope we are clear how to create the ID using hash. All are division itself. All are division itself, but the look is different. Other people can hear me. For example, which one? Sanak Patnayak, Nadeem, Priyanka, are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey Rahul, you have mic problem. Please check your mic and log in again. Okay, next go ahead. And so how to create the ID with the help of hash. ID name can be anything. Whichever the ID you create, you call under the HTML, writing as a ID equal to particular ID, ID equal to particular ID. Then it will work properly. Create next file. Next file. Okay, so this you can copy and paste there as the example. We have added already yesterday as the ID. CSS by ID we have added here, right? You can replace also if you want, no problem. Okay, it is something like this. So this is called CSS by ID. How to write using hash. Next, come back. Next, we have to work on class. So we'll create a file CSS by class.html. We'll write and then we'll make a note. CSS by class.html. This is going under which folder? Internal folder. CSS by class. Now come there. HTML we can start and we can follow the body. Follow the head and follow the style also. Style and follow the now let's come down, use the body tag. Inside the body tag, write h1 CSS by class example. Okay, follow a division, give id equal to header, the remaining division class equal to container. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So ID how many? 1. Class how many? 9. So 8. 8 classes. Same class you call 8 times. One ID you are calling 1 time. So remember, in one page, one ID we can use only 1 time, and one class we can use many times. One class, how many times? 1 time also and many time also. But ID only 1 time. If you use one ID more than 1 time, then the problem will be your JavaScript will not work in the future. Okay. go ahead, write the CSS now. For body tag, you keep margin 50 px. For body tag, keep margin 50 px. So what will happen? The gap will be how much? 50 pixel gap. For body tag, margin 50 pixel means for body tag, there will be gap of 50 pixel from left, right, top, bottom, all the side. Then you will write the CSS for first one, that is called ID header. Header inside background as a red color and padding 20 pixel and margin also 1%. So 1% will be gap from outside and 120 pixel padding will be inside. I will write here called header. And text align as a center. Check now. You have gap from all the side. 50 pixel gap here given. If I remove H1, how that look? Fifty pixel here given gap. You have a gap from all the side. You can see left side also, right side also, top also, all the side you have a gap. If you write here margin as a 0%, 0 px, you will not have any gap. So leave that. So ID you created through the hash. Now container is the name of the class. So class you are going to create with the help of dot. Class we are going to create with the help of dot. And next we can write here margin 1%, width 23%, float left, margin width float, margin width float. Then after that give height also, maybe 150 pixel, margin width float background. Okay, container will have margin width float height and background. So now all the division looks similar. Remaining all the divisions should look similar. 4 in one line and another 4 in the new line. So whenever we have a requirement, one type of design we need many times, then we will follow the class. If we have a requirement, one type of design required only one time, we will use as a which one? ID. Hope looking similar. Now come to developer guide page and we will copy this container and we'll paste over there. Copy the container, paste inside the Css class as example. Wait 1 minute. Okay, so class we have written. Now come, we'll write one a small difference of ID and class. ID and class, where to write the ID and where to write the class. Go first ID and remember this formula. In one page, one type of design is only one time. In one page, one type of design is only one time. Then we will use the ID. And in one page, one type of design is more than one time, then we will use the class. So look into this. What is the theory? Theory says in one page, one type of design is only one time, then we will use the ID. Suppose these designs are different completely. All four are four types. So what we should follow? ID, not the class. If you want to design like this, then you should not follow the ID. Why? Because, sorry, you should not follow the class. Theory says in one page, one type of design is many times. Then we should use the class. But in this, all designs are different. It is not similar. Then you will use the ID. Let me go here. Green. One block. One more block. This one block. This is another block. Now let me color it. Now what we should follow? Inside, this will be class. This will be ID, 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 and orange is also ID. But inside you are following as a class. So let me write now using the white color. This is called ID. This is also called ID. This is also called ID. This is called as a class. Class. Class and class. These all are based on class. So this four are based on class, remaining based on ID. Now this will write in the theory inside our developer guide. Okay, so hope confirm. ID we should write if design is unique. Class will write if the design is duplicate, same. So we'll go here and we'll write under the ID case. When to write the ID? If inside a page, one type of design inside a page inside a page, one type of design is required only one time. Inside a page, one type of design is required only one time. Then we will use the ID. Okay, hope ready. Copy the same line. Come down below. Inside a page, one type of design is required many times. Then we will use the class. Next, after that, which method we have? CSS by tag group. Create next file, CSS by tag group.html. CSS using tag name, tag group. We can write the CSS file name, CSS by tag group.html. CSS by tag group.html. Head, style, right inside. Suppose for H1, H2, H3, H6, paragraph, division, for all the tag. The color should be red, color should be green, color should be green, and font hyphen size should be 30 px. Okay, now what will happen in current page if you are using H1, H3, H6, paragraph, and division? For all the tags, the color will be green color and their font size will be 30 pixels. So let me go here and follow the body tag H1 CSS by tag group. Example H1, H2, write some text. Bangalore is in Karnataka. Next H3, it is good place. H4 or maybe H6 directly. It has software market. paragraph, everyone should visit once, and then if it has multi culture environment. Hmm. Which one? Text H2. H2 I have not written. Here H2 I have not written. For H2 color will not apply. H1, H2, H3, H5 not written directly, H6 is written. H2 I have written to understand whether for H2 it will apply or not. Which one? Color property will apply for H2 or not. Let us check now. Is it getting applied for H2? It will apply for H1, H3, H6, paragraph and division. Color is same because H2 already hold H3 already hold big font size, H4, H6 is already hold big font size, right? So that big font size will not come down. Font weight is there. Weight, font weight. Let me add here. Also look same. Font weight, or let's keep everyone as a font size 40px. 40px. H6 H6 is okay. Then font weight as a bold. Now all have similar font size. Colors same color. Ready? So copy this block, come to the CSS file. We will paste there. as a CSS by tag group. Next we have CSS for parent and child tag. Let's come create one more file. Give file name CSS, maybe parent child.html. CSS by parent child.html. HTML start. After that, head, then style, after that, follow the body tag, now let's go under the body, follow the UL tag as a parent element, li as a child element, and li will have e tag as a sub child element. Okay, something we can write here about us. Login, register, services, inquiry, product, and customer. Ready? Now in that, he is the part of li. E tag is inside the li. E tag is the child of li tag. Li is the part of ul. So li is the child of ul tag. Okay, so we have to write some CSS in such a way where it should apply for a particular E tag, not for all the E tag. For example, let me copy this 3li and paste after this ul and write here h1 call li without ul. Li without ul. Save here and paste. Okay, ready? Li without ul. Now come. Write the CSS for E tag. E tag. E color red and font hyphen size 20 pixel. You will find in current file for all the E tag this CSS will apply. In current page, wherever you have the E tag, in current page, wherever you have E tag, for all the E tag, this CSS will get applied. And now happening for all the E tag. All the E tag got the same font size. Now we want to limit it. So this becomes CSS by tag name. In current page, wherever the A tag will be there, for all it will get applied. Now we want to apply here. It should apply for those A that is under the LI. So which A? All A that is under the LI. But again, which LI that is under the UL? UL space LI. So it instruct to the, it is addressing to the compiler saying like, you should not write the CSS for all the A tag, only those A tag that is, only those A tag that is under the li, and li must be under the UL. So now it will not apply for all. those li that is without ul, there it will not go because it will not find the address. Here we are giving the address e tag of li and li tag of ul. It is applicable in the first ul only. This will not happen for this li. This e tag it will not happen. Why? Because li is not following the parent. A is following the parent li, but li is not following the parent. So it will not go there. Let's run again. See what we wrote. I save the file. No. Save it and reload again. Huh? Only ul li it will happen. It will happen for those a. This is one address. Which one? Address. So ul should have the li. Li should have a. Then only this will get applied. It will not apply for only a. It will apply for those a that is under the li, and li is under the ui. So a becomes a child, li becomes a parent, and for li ul become the main parent. So simple example. We have many other way also to write. Now come write the css for li. Display inline, dis display as a inline, and margin, not margin, padding 20 px or maybe 15 px. Hope ready? Now save it and see all the li will come in one line. Can you see? Bottom li and up li all are coming in one line. We want to limit here. It should apply for only those li that is under the ul. So it will apply for those li that is under the ul. Here we can write color. Color here written there, no, already. Which one? Write here h1 or write a id for h1, write a class for h1 and write the css. Many options you have. Directly you can write h1, write the css, or maybe for h1 write a id, write the css. Maybe for h1 write a class and write the css. Okay, next after this, see, it will happen for only main li. Text decoration you can remove, apply text hyphen decoration colon none. It will remove the underline. Text decoration none. It will remove the underline. Text decoration none. It will remove the underline. Underline got removed. Now it's applying for which one? Below you can see li is there, a is there, but ul is not there. So your compiler is not able to find the address ul li a. Wherever this address will find, under the ul li should be there, under the li a should be there. There only this css will apply, else this css will not get apply. Okay, save now. Let's go ahead. For ul also you can write some css. Write for ul right here, padding inside the ul maybe 20 pixel, background of ul maybe a sky blue color, or maybe gray color, or maybe black color. Margin of the ul from all the side 0 pixel. Yeah. Okay, so what we wrote is for UL, we wrote margin 0px. Check now. Something like this, navigation. You can see after navigation in the right side, before navigation in the top, before navigation in the left side, you have some space. Yes. That space is 8 pixel. That space is 8 pixel by default. 8 pixel. If you want to remove that space, for body tag, you have to write margin 0px. For body tag, we have to write margin 0px. Hello. Oh, ये इसका वाला है डेमो का चला. Check now. Margin body margin 0px. 0 pixel gone. This color, if you want, you can change it to white. Under the li of a, you have written the first line ULLIA, color white, cross color will look more effective. Go next. See, color is coming white color. Now what should happen when we move the mouse here? Once your mouse touches this li a tag, it should change the color right below one effect, one hover effect. Inside the UL, there is the li. Inside the li, there is the a tag. Colon hover. Colon hover. What that represent? It represent under the li, under the UL, there is a li. When you move your mouse on a tag, when you move your mouse on a tag, when you move your mouse on a tag, the color should convert into orange color. The color of A should convert into orange color. On mouse move, when you move the mouse, color will change. See, color is changing in orange color. Wherever your mouse will go, color will change in orange. So we found all the method. You can copy this line, 2 line, 3 line better, three block of the CSS, copy and paste in your developer guide. As an example of CSS by parent and child. Okay. Next, after this, we will create example and mix all the features. 4, 5 method what we have saw, ID, class, parent, child, class name, everything we can mix and we can see some methods. Get next file in the same folder, give file name template1.html, template1.html, HTML you can start here, follow the head, follow the style. Follow the UL here, the line. Inside keep a tag, href, template1.html, template1, template2, template3, template4. Ready? Now if you run it, it will give basic structure. Li. With the help of CSS, you can change the look of ULLI. So write for body tag, margin. Next, you can write for UL tag, adding px background, black color, margin 0px. ULLI, padding let it be same. Keep display inline and keep UL LIA color as white and text hyphen decoration is a none. So now template one navigation is ready. Navigation is ready. This we can change a little font size. Font size somewhere 22 pixel. Font weight as a whole. Okay, font size become little big size. 20 will be okay. Now after that, write another ID container with height of the height of minimum height, right? Mean height. Mean height 400 px. and padding from left, padding left 10%, padding right also 10%, and padding top bottom no need to give, and text align center. Okay, ready? Now come container ID we are going to create here. We are going to create a section tag, and for that section tag we give ID equal to container. Now what is the container? ID or class? Dot meaning class, has meaning ID. So we created ID here and we apply the section tag h1. That come to first template. Okay, check now. Welcome to first template. Now after this section tag, we have a tag called footer also. Footer, it is HTML5 tag footer. Right inside a paragraph. This is footer block. Ready? Footer is coming where? In the last, after 400 pixel. Because for section tag container, you have given minimum height 400. So footer will come after 400 only. Write some CSS for footer also. It's a directly tag name. Background green color. Color white color. Padding 10 pixel. Height 130 pixel. Text align center. Coming in green color. Footer section. You can add here a paragraph in container after h1. Write some text inside section tag only. Hmm. For footer space p, footer space p you can write, and then it will become separate CSS. So now it is under the section tag. Okay, so template 1 is ready. Something like this. Then see you tomorrow again. This final here. Tomorrow maybe holiday. Holi is there, but not sure. I will message in group. Holi will be there tomorrow. Then we'll do the same class on Saturday, same time. Saturday, not same time, 12:30 nearly. 11:30 I will have other class, so 12:30. I will update in the group. Okay. If tomorrow there will be holiday, then we need to sit on day after tomorrow on Saturday. If no holiday, then I'll update in the group anything. Okay, so hope working. Nadeem, Priyanka, Rahul, and then Sanak Patnaik. Please let me know. Your page look this like similar or something else. Tomorrow there will be probability of holiday. In case holiday, I will message in WhatsApp. If holiday will be tomorrow, then day after tomorrow we will have a class. I will be updating in the group. Till yesterday, all the videos you have in the YouTube. I've shared the link till CSS 2. Today video again, evening time, I will upload. And I will message you in group. You can follow from there.